know it's typical to say nothing changed at halftime, but something clearly changed with this team. How did you kind of keep this team locked in and make this comeback possible?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we didn't get discouraged by the first half, and that would have been easy to do. And so I was proud of our guys that they didn't get discouraged. We stuck together, hung together coming out the second half. I thought that the biggest thing is we played better. That first half, I thought we played kind of tentative. We kind of played not to lose, sort of, but then as we played aggressively. Of course, we executed better. I think, as simple and odd as it sounds, we just played faster. I'm not talking like hurry on the ball faster. There was probably a little of that, but the biggest thing, we just played. We got lined up faster. We got lined up ready to play. And sometimes guys, they'll get lined up, and if they have too much to think about, I don't think they need to be doing a lot of thinking, because we already did all that in practice, and everybody knows their job. So line up and do your job fast, because that's why everybody's got a job, is to attack the other guy with their job. And I thought we did that the second half, and I thought we could have the first half. We didn't. And then of course Auburn got some explosives, and one guy I'd like to meet, I think he was number 5 or somebody. That guy was, just tore it up, anything near him, And then, but anyway, they were really hot too the first half. Just even like we scored on some plays that we had pretty well defended, and then you just got to wait for them to cool off, and eventually they did. I thought they still played well, but they cooled off from that streak in the middle of the first half where, everything they touched, everything. It was unbelievable. There was a touchdown in the end zone that, you just throw it there. That guy will get it and he'll score,
Stefan, go ahead.
Mike, in the Louisiana Tech game, you kind of called out your team for quitting when you guys had the 20-point deficit. What is it about this team now that, when they're faced a 25-point deficit, they don't kind of shy away?
I think practice, as odd as it sounds, just practice. We've done it a couple times. We've gained some experience from what it's like when you do battle back and what it's like when you don't. And so I was very proud of the effort there, and I was proud that there weren't a bunch of guys looking for the door and trying to act like it didn't matter very much and going through the motions, all that, back in the good old days. And this is way before me, the losers limp or any of that. We didn't do any of that. And I thought at halftime it was very important to get on track. Really just mentally. It wasn't anything, dramatic X and O changes or anything. Just mentally, I thought as a team we got on track.
Theo, go ahead.
For Will Rogers to do what he did, 6 touchdowns, no picks, that great second half, how big is that as a sophomore, who you said was a young quarterback coming into this year with not much experience?
That was big. It was real big. And, he needs to start throwing as well in the first half as he does the second half.
Andy, go ahead.
What do you think kind of changed first half to second half for Will Rogers that kind of allowed him to erupt in that second half?
I think it's the same thing. I think he had more help. He could help himself a little the first half. I thought he kind of sprayed the ball. I don't think he, just antsy, frantic, feet all over the place. I think he threw the ball better the second half, but he also had more help. I thought we protected him better. I thought the receivers got separation, caught the ball better, and I thought that, so then, it helped compound things for us to the positive. And, but I thought he played better the second half too. I thought our team was very much the same, kind of both halves. The very concerned, medium frantic, play not to lose. Let's play to not screw up, as opposed to, well, now we have nothing to lose, and You know, just played hard, played fast, and it looked like Tuesday practice, and that's what you want it to.
Go ahead, John.
Mike, do you think your guys had kind of a sour taste in their mouth after that Arkansas game? And do you think the Arkansas result kind of triggered a chip on your players' shoulders for this one?
Well, I hope so. I hope so. You know, we had a little help both directions, but we felt like we should have beat Arkansas.
Chrissy, go ahead.
Can barely hear. I could barely hear.
I said Malik Keith and Jaden Wally were just two players who stepped up. What was your opinion on their performance tonight?
Well, I thought Malik had a really good week of practice. I thought he had a very good week of practice, and I thought that was key. You know, because you know he invested effort-wise, focus this week. He had a really good week of practice. He's talented. Besides, then I thought that Wally. You know, he's kind of a. Wally's funny because if he gets hot and, you know, he can go on a streak, go on a run, where it's kind of in your best interest to get him the ball. I thought, you know, and we did. You know, I think that. The ball did find him, you know, when he was in that hot streak, and I thought that helped us.
Steve, go ahead.
It seems like every week a different running back kind of takes the lead. It seems like Dylan had a lot of success with the cutbacks today and ripped off a couple of, I guess, 3 plays, 18 yards or more. What did you see from him today, and why was he so successful?
I think some with the offensive line for sure, but I also thought he ran extremely tough, ran extremely hard, was very tough to tackle,
Stefan, go ahead.
You mentioned the success that Auburn's offense had in the first half. What do you feel your defensive unit did in the second half to kind of settle them down?
You know, we're just kind of letting a guy go free, not really affecting the quarterback. Their running back does a great job as far as you know, after first contact, and it's the darndest thing. I don't know who the best running back in the league is, but he might be. Not a real big guy, you know, strong as an ant. And then let's see what he did. Yeah, I'll tell you. Well, that guy, Tank Big, he's got a quality where when he gets the ball, it's almost like he sort of backpedals while holding his balance and waits till he can sort of come off and find a crease. I mean, just because you hit him and he's supposed to go down, that guy, he just doesn't go down. And so we did a better job finishing the play the second half.
Andy, go ahead.
And Mike, you guys reached 6 wins, bowl eligible. Just what does that mean for this program in your second season to be bowl eligible again, reaching the postseason?
That's good. You know, I thought we could have been earlier, but we are this week, so that's a good one. You know, and I think we all look forward to going to a bowl. And then the other thing is, you know, it's really valuable, especially if you're as young as we are. You get several extra practices.
Steve, go ahead.
Coach, a couple plays away from being 5-0 on the road. How do you keep this team so focused where these big environments don't affect their play?
Try to keep the routine the same as it is at home. And then, you know, the other thing that's been a little helpful is I haven't sidetracked them with a bunch of extra information that it's supposed to be a problem, you know, because I've been a part of staffs and things where, you know, they start talking about everything from the weather to the heaters to the, you know, whether it's going to rain, whether it's not, and, you know, you just try to focus on the work at hand and the job rather than a bunch of extra stuff you can't control. Because, I mean, I don't know how a guy's, you know, all of a sudden, you know, hey, it's going to be really loud at Auburn. There's going to be a bunch of orange stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to mentally set my mind for that, because then that'll be perfect. I'll be ready. I mean, I used to do that myself, but then it's after a couple of years, it's occurred to me, what are they going to adjust exactly? I mean, I'm going to, I'm going to listen very closely for them to yell loud. I mean, I got to where, just kind of leave it at expectation more than something to clutter things with.
We're going to wrap things up with John.
Mike, is off the top of your head, is this the biggest comeback that you've ever been a part of, and kind of where does it rank for you in terms of comebacks that you've had in your career?
It's not the biggest, but it's a pretty big one, and you guys can do the math on all that, but it's a pretty big one, and especially here at Auburn and the great program, great tradition they have, and you guys see all the banners and numbers and years up there, and if 3/4 of them are correct, it's intimidating. So anyway, but it was a great game, great comeback. Just stick to it, and I thought we got better today.
And a quick follow-up to that: how does Mike Leach celebrate a win like that? What are you going to be doing tonight to celebrate a big victory for you in this program? I'm
going to get on a bus, and I'm going to ride for 4 hours to Starkville, Mississippi. Now, okay, the bus, it'll be with friends and good people and coaches and teammates. So that part will be outstanding. However, now those of you that have never been to Starkville, Mississippi, you don't even remotely have the fragment of an idea what you're missing, what Starkville, Mississippi will be like tonight. Now, it does take 4 hours to get there, and I will try to fill my time with everything from, well, I might have a Chic-Fil-A sandwich. I might even, those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that they press them together and throw them in a little plastic bag. I might have 1 or 2 of those because I got up early this morning, so I didn't eat much. So I might eat that. And then somewhere in that 4 hours, providing the Wi-Fi works, which I have some doubts, and then I'll try to watch this entire game, evaluate it, and get kind of a head start on the next one. Because, if you think this was a thriller, we got a big one next week, and we're looking forward to that one.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.